we're going to survive, we need to be more than light bearers and warlords. We need to stand for something. Lady Jolder?
Ah, Wolf! Perfect timing. Here, if you could take this with you to Viridia, I'd appreciate it.
What is it?
Candies and cookies for the kids. Last time I went there, I was too busy. Could you deliver them? Make sure everyone gets one.
Of course. By the way, you seem to have had a bit of a disagreement with your apprentices.
Oh, who told you?
We couldn't help overhearing you near the town entrance.
So, the Iron Champion, huh? What is it about this title that's got the kids and your apprentices so worked up?
Its history isn't nearly as glamorous as they'd make you think. It's a product of war. Before the last city and other outposts were founded, the Iron Lord's primary enemies weren't just alien invaders, but also Lightbearer warlords, great and small. A long and bloody war broke out between the Iron Lords and the Warlords. And soon, both sides were fighting with the sole purpose of eradicating each other. As the fights grew fiercer, both sides began employing more divisive tactics in hopes of winning.
All wars are the same. No exceptions.
Some warlords made every civilian in the territory a soldier. And those were the bloodiest battles. Enough to make people lose all hope. And when I say every civilian, I'm not talking about situations like Viridia's. In those warlords' territories, everyone was forced to take up arms, like the hostages, with no choice but to hold the positions. Every building, every street, every inch forward leads to further bloodshed.
So how'd you all win this war?
At some point in time, the Iron Lords, led by Radagast, decided they would no longer allow the indefinite escalation of these battles. So they put forth a choice with a lower cost. A one-on-one duel. An Iron Lord would challenge a Warlord to a duel, which would decide the outcome of the entire battle. If the Iron Lords won, then the Warlord would lose both their ghost and territory, but they would have the chance to survive. Conversely, if the Warlord won, the Iron Lords would pledge to cease all hostilities. If idealism could save more lives, then why not give it a try? After all, the Iron Lord's establishment was itself an act of idealism, no? Sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't. But at the time, the Iron Lords had some uncommon and unconventional methods. If they didn't accept the challenge or didn't accept the duel's outcome, then those unconventional methods would come into play. But that's a story for another time. In short, we held a competition to determine who among us was best suited for dueling the Warlords. The victor would be granted the title of Iron Champion, and they would represent the Iron Lords in every duel.
And you beat all of them?
Shortly after I was revived as a Lightbearer, I was held prisoner by a warlord whose greatest joy was watching duels between Lightbearers. Having to fight to survive ever since I took my first breath gave me an edge.
Have you ever lost a duel?
No, not even once.
That's incredible.
It's also suffocating. As you likely understand, the Iron Champion cannot lose. Just as a fallen lion's blood draws the hyenas, the champion's defeat will only serve to bring more disputes. If the champion dies, the ideal dies with them.
So that's why you began training apprentices?
I want the ideal to live on, even if there comes a day when I can no longer fight for it. But whoever inherits that title, and all it entails, must be worthy. They cannot falter, because there is no guarantee the issues we face now won't be passed down to the next generation.
Do Rhea and Lesnar understand what they're signing up for?
The reality that awaits them may not be what they have anticipated. The Iron Lords have largely quelled the Warlord threat over the years, and our primary enemies are now alien invaders. The Iron Champion makes fewer and fewer appearances, and the Iron Lords with their territories and armies are much better prepared to protect civilians and fend off the fallen Cabal and the like.
Times have changed.
That they have. Perhaps it's time for the Gladiator to retire from the Colosseum. It was a pleasure talking with you, Wolf. Say hello to the kids for me. This is my day off.
To be honest, I don't think your new blush matches your hair color.